The most essential learning competencies in grade 10 cookery, LO3, present meat dishes. 3.1 Present meat dishes aesthetically based on classical and cultural standard. 3.2 Select suitable plate according to standard in serving meat dishes and present meat dishes hygienically and sequentially within time frame. Before we start, I would like to share a short trivia about the most preferred technique in cooking meat, that is grilling. Grilling means cooking over a gas or a charcoal grill or other heat source. Usually, grilling involves high heat for a short period of time, with or without a finish on a lower or indirect heat. By the way, students, have you experienced challenges and difficult part in cooking and serving food, especially meat? How do you do to make it more appealing? Anybody from the group who wants to share their experiences? Okay, very good. Thank you very much for your experiences. By the way, after this lesson, we're going to impart our knowledge on how to present meat aesthetically and attractively based on the following techniques and strategies we're going to learn in this topic. How to present meat dishes. Visual presentation of foods is often considered at many different stages of food preparation, from the manner of preparing meats to the type of cuts used and slicing different vegetables that we're going to use as a garnishing, and to the style used. The presentation of food has been used as a show of wealth and power. Such display often emphasizes the complexity of a dish composition as opposed to its flavor. There are the following factors to consider in enhancing aesthetic appeal on meat dishes. 1. Presentation must have 3 elements. Centerpiece may uncut portion of the main food. Slices or serving portion of the main food item arranged artistically. Garnish arranged artistically in proportion to cut slices. Number 2. The food should be easy to handle and serve, so one portion can be removed without running the arrangement. Next, simple arrangement are easier to serve and more likely to be still attractive when they are half demolished by the guests. Number 4. Choose the appropriate dinnerware. Attractive platters are made of metal, mirrors, china, plastic, or woods, presentable and suitable for use for food. Number 5. It must look attractive and appropriate not only by itself but among other presentation on the table. How to present food on a plate? When you are plating food, your goal should be to make the food look attractive and appetizing. This is because people eat with their eyes first. So, if the food looks good, they are more likely to enjoy it. To achieve a restaurant quality presentation, layer the food and experiment with contrasting colors and textures to make it appealing as possible. Number 1. Avoid a monochromatic color scheme. A plate of food looks more appealing when there's a high level of contrast in color. No matter what you are serving, think of ways to add more color contrast. Number 2. Sear your meat and let it rest. Many meat dishes look most appetizing when the meat has been seared. The sight of a steak with a brown or crispy sear will make your diner's guests' mouths start to water. In addition to searing your meat, you should let it rest for several minutes before cutting it. This allows the juices to absorb back into the meat so that they don't end up running all over the plate. Number 3. When in doubt, choose white plates. White plates don't compete visually with the food you're serving. They provide contrast, making colors appear brightened and textures more interesting. Number 4. Visualize the finished plate. Consider how to present the main portion in relation to the side dishes. Be it a slice of pie, meat, or anything else, consider when it looks best on the plates with the other elements of the dishes. Number 5. Limit portion sizes. Only fill out about 2/3 of each plate with food. The rest of the plate should be left empty. The negative space will provide contrast with the food. Make it look more appetizing. If the plate is loaded with the food itself won't look as visually pleasing. Keep standard sizes in mind and aim to serve just the right amount of each part of the dish. Number 6. Follow the rule of odds. Having an odd number of elements of a dish visually appealing than having an even number. Our mind is tricky. It can perceive things in odd numbers as more visually interesting than those in even numbers. Even if they are exactly the same things, it creates the impression that a piece of food is being framed by the others. Keep this in mind whether you're serving different types of food or more than one piece of the same food. 7. Layer foods to add height. Adding height to a dish can take it from ordinary to stunning. Don't be afraid to show off your culinary skills by using stacking and layering methods to make presentation more professional. And number 8, use sauce wisely. If you're serving curry, stew, or soupy casserole, you might want to strain the food of its sauce before serving. Then, pour on just the right amount when you plate the dish. The way that you can control the amount of sauce and use it to make the food dish look decorative. For this activity, ladies and gentlemen, based on the statement or the direction, the students will going to identify the statement whether it is correct in presenting meat dishes. In column A, you're going to put a check mark if it is correct and cross mark in the column B if the statement is wrong in presenting meat dishes. And for the performance task, you're going to apply your knowledge on the following tips, tactics, and factors on how to present the meat dishes attractively by means of video or take pictures on how you prepare and present your meat dishes. The reference for this topic is from DepEd TLE Grade 10.
That's all for today, class. I hope you enjoy and learn something new about our topic on how to present meat dishes. Until next time, again, I'm Mrs. Janet Pilapil, Grade 10 teacher of TLE Cookery. Bye! Have a nice day!